Alright, are we ready? I'll focus. There we go. Welcome nerds, geeks, whatever you want to be called. So welcome to my first video tutorial. I'm just kind of working to see the zoom. Oh, okay. So welcome to the first video tutorial. I'm going to take you guys step by step through how to make kitty cat earrings. I'm not wearing one. I must be ashamed that I don't own my own pair. I've made some for people, but I am wearing my pretty neat Link, Derby Link earrings. So I'm going to show you how to make some kitty cat earrings, but these ones are going to be holding a heart and they're going to be white. So white is kind of finicky. I think you guys can do it. So let's get started. What you'll need: regular jewelry making tools, heart-shaped cutter, so some glitter red. White is one of the worst colors to work with when it comes to polymer clay. 2 post studs, 2 backings, 2 jump rings, and finally 2 eye pins. These are your required materials. I'm going to work on that, and I'll tell you when to use what. So now you have the vocabulary, and if you don't, just go back and check it out. These are what you will be needing. Let's get started. So first things first, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you have a wet paper towel just to wash your hands regularly, because when you're handling white, everything holds on. And I mean everything. I have 2 cats and a parrot that you might occasionally hear go hello in the background. And everything sticks to it. Even though you think everything is clear and white, think again. So keep a paper towel close by for when you're handling white. First things first, get 2 equal-sized white round circles. 2 little circles right there. And what we're doing right now are the heads. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Now what you're going to do is take the little ball that you just made, and you're going to squeeze it in between your fingers very, very lightly. And while you're doing that, you have to do it at the same time, otherwise it won't work. You're going to have to pinch the edges slightly for the ears. So just pinch them up, and then you see a kitty cat earring. It's a little crooked, but nothing that your hands can't fix, so you can push them down like so. So here's your kitty cat head. Next, what you should do is same thing with the other ball. Kitty cat head. Meow meow number 2. Alright, now that the head is done, we still have to do the paws. You know, the ones where they're just kind of like laying on the face. So again, wash your hands as much as possible. In my case, it's already too late because my clay is pretty messy, but I'm going to sand it anyways. So what you're going to do is you're going to take tiny little pieces and you're going to make them into little paws. Now the key to this is to make sure that they're as equal as possible, because if you have too many things that are uneven, it doesn't look very professional. You don't want that. Well, unless of course you want to give it to someone you don't like, in which case don't give them anything. So we have 2 little paws that are going to rest on the sides of the head. So here's your face, and you're going to just place them kind of like that. There we go. And you place the other one right on the other side. the other head. Okay, so now let's work on the body. I would say take twice the amount of clay that you would normally take for the head for the body. And right away, you're going to start shaping it. And you're going to start shaping it in a kind of teardrop, but a very, I guess, chubby teardrop. But before you do that, there are two things that we want to put. This little thing, there we go, this little thing, the eye pin. So first things first, we're going to put the pin at the bottom, and when you put it in, make sure that the loop part is facing this way, is facing upwards, like so. So start shaping it. I'll show you once it's fully shaped up. Again, at this point, don't worry if you have too many fingerprints. I'm trying to get the focus. So it should be like that. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to put the post stud in the back, right up here. So what you're going to do is take this part and push it on top, like so. So there we have the body, and you're going to do the same thing a second time, because obviously you have two kitty ears, unless you're making one as opposed to a pair. But here we go, two bodies. Two bodies! Next, what we need to do are two legs. And the cute thing about these kitty cat earrings is that they really look like they're dangling from your ears, so that their heads are through the front and then their bodies are in the back. So what you need are kind of two little feet for each, obviously for each one. Unless you do two legs. And you're going to put them at the bottom. Right there. Like so. Now do the same thing for the next one. Now if you don't want to sand some of the dirt that's gotten into the faces, into the heads, what you can do, so if you look here, see there's a little dot right there. Little dirt. What you can do is with your pricky tool just push it out. And then you're going to have a little bit of a dent. Now the good thing about polymer clay is that you can fix that. So all you have to do is just smooth it out. So no more dirt. There's still a little bit of cat hair, but I'm going to sand that. If you do have patience, just go in there and remove it with the pricky tool and smooth it out. Now, next on the list is the fun part, the dangling tail. And that one is very easy to make. All you need really are tools to open up your jump rings, these things. So if you don't know the basics about opening a jump ring, you never open it straight up like this. You have to kind of twist it open. So it has to look like this. You can't open it straight up. That's how you open a jump ring. If you're not sure, I'm sure there are quite a few good tutorials out there. So then you take your kitty cat, take its butt, point the butt upwards, put the jump ring into the loopy, like so. So you see it's already dangling. And then you close the jump ring. Ta-da! Do the same thing for the other one. The tail is really your preference, how long or how thick you want to make it. And And what you're going to do is you're going to put the tail in the jump ring. So here's your jump ring, the dangling part here. So that's your jump ring. What you want to do is you want to put this in here, like so. So you put it as much as possible, and then you bend it inwards, and you press down. So here we go. Cute little kitty cat tail. Now you can shape the tail however way you want. You can keep it straight, or you can give it a bit of a bend. That's really up to you. I'm just going to give it a slight bend. Now just repeat the same thing on the other side. There we go. We're going to work on the hearts, because usually you can make them holding anything you want. Usually it's kind of cute, even just with the hands dangling on the side like that. This one was kind of a special edition that I had made, not for Valentine's, but during the Valentine's season, so just a kitty cat holding a heart. You can wear them anytime, you don't really need to wear them just for Valentine's Day. Kitty cat with hearts, let's work on the hearts. What you'll need here now, where'd I put it? Where's my cutter? So something like this should be good enough. So put your clay piece here, and push in your cutter. One heart. Since we just finished manipulating the red, I highly suggest that you wipe your hands again, because we're going to go for white and we don't want any of that red stuff on the white. You're going to grab your kitty cat head and one of the hearts, and you're going to place it like so. Now let's do the other head. Ta-da! We're going to do the eyes. And the eyes are not that hard. It really, again, it's trial and error. I'm going to take the same color just to make the eyes. Happy little anime smile. Like that. You're going to have to make it a lot thinner because you don't want it to be too big on the face. Like so. And you're going to take your cutters, or whatever sharp-ish objects you have, and cut 4 evenly sized straight lines. Really not that big. And now you can do this with toothpicks, you can do it with pricky tool, you can do it with chopsticks. It doesn't matter what you use, you just need something that'll help you hold the piece down with one tool, and then the other tool, what you're going to do is move around. So you have to make kind of a semicircle. Let's see if I can get the camera to zoom in a little more. Okay. So what you're going to do, so let's say this is, here's one of our eyes, and we're going to hold one piece down. I'm going to go left-handed for a moment. So you hold one piece down, and then with your other tool, just push it downwards. Yeah, so kind of like this. You know what anime eyes look like. There you go. So you do that 4 times, and then you can continue from there. So here's the kitty cat head, and then you're going to place it, don't press down yet, just place it on the cat, just to see if that's what you like. Okay, so if you put it on, kitty cat, and you're happy with the face, so you can lightly press it down. Don't press too hard though, because then you're going to flatten it and it's not going to look very nice. So just slightly, lightly push it down. If you're happy with it, of course. If not, you can keep moving the eyes around until you're happy. So here we go, we have one kitty cat, two kitty cat heads, and I think I'm pretty happy with these ones, so I'm going to set them aside. So there is one thing that you need to remember. We did cover these with clay, but there's no opening in the back. So what you have to do is you're going to have to pierce it with the post, just so that you can go through. Push this thing here through, because you don't want to push too hard and hurt your finger. I'm used to it, but ideally put a quarter or a penny, and then when you push through, it'll come right on the other side. I usually bake it in like this. You don't need to remove it, so you can bake it like that. So here we go, we have kitty cat earrings. I'm going to bake them and get back to you. As you can see, it got darker. So depending on your baking time for your clay, this one took 20 minutes, but I couldn't resist being embarrassed that I didn't own a pair of these. So in the meantime, I kind of made myself a pair of black kitty cats. I made myself a little pair. That's why it took a little longer than expected. But of course you guys didn't know that because it was just pretty much editing. Now we will continue with the kitty cat earrings. So they came out really nice. Again, if your hands are dirty, they're not going to turn out as nice. But what you can do is sand it down just slightly. So I'm going to do a quick demo of how to sand if you want to. And the kind of sandpaper I use is wet and dry. I use an 800 grade, and what I do is I dip it lightly in some water with a little dish soap. Not too much, just very lightly. And I take the part that I want to sand. So let's say I just want to sand the head slightly. So I just take the sandpaper and just lightly scrape. Not too hard. You don't want to put too much pressure, because if you do, it's going to be very deformed. Alright, so all sanded, all done. I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing that's left now is to glue the backings, the posts, to the heads. So E6000 if you're patient, super glue if you're not. When it comes to making my own things, I use super glue. When I make it for other people, I use E6000. In the end, they both stick very well. They'll both stay there permanently. You don't want to put too much, because if you do put too much, it's just going to go all over the place, and that's not what you want. What you want is just a little tiny smidgen, like a drop. So it's not much. Like that. Like so. There you go. And they're done. So you just have to wait about 24 hours and you're good to go. Thank you guys for watching. This was my first tutorial, so I would really appreciate your feedback on how it went, if I was too fast or if I was going at a slower pace than I should have. If you have any other suggestions, let me know. And feel free to visit my DeviantArt or Etsy and let me know if there's something that you see there that you'd like to see a tutorial. Bye!